Good evening, everybody. It's Adika. It is that time. Are you with me? It is the evening. Are you looking for some magic? Are you looking for some fun? Oh, it's all happening here. We're going to talk magical mystery tour. Step up this way. Come on.
Chalk and wax.
Yeah, it's the weekend is almost here. Hello. It's Friday, November 12th. You are live with Adika. Thank you for being here. Thank you for enjoying the evening. All righty. Tonight. What is he doing? He's going out of control. But the first thing is, can you hear me? Let me see the comments in there. Let me chat with everybody. It's here. Debbie is here. Teresa, Laurel, and Chris Vickery, thank you for being in the chat. And if you're new here, please, as always, subscribe and hit that bell to be notified when we're coming on. You know why? Because it's like magic. Sometimes we don't know. But you know what? Right over here, right there. Subscribe now. Subscribe. Hit the bell if it's your first time. It's a vinyl show. We usually do artist interviews and all that good stuff. And we talk vinyl. And we also have a vinyl game show. So the first Saturday of each month, that's right, we are giving it away. If you're a part of our Patreon, we'll bring you and your vinyl on the show to play, and you could win some vinyl sponsored from us and all that good stuff. And you go toe-to-toe with somebody else, and the audience, you guys, do your voting, and somebody walks away very happy. And they keep playing till they lose. All righty, everybody. That's Talking Wax. That's right, every Saturday night, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on that note. But anyway, we're here. It's Friday, and I want to talk about a special record. To me, it was released in November 1967. And what record is that? It's right behind me. Do you see that record? Let me make it clear. Right there. That's the real McCoy. But this is right here. Magic. Boom. Magical Mystery Tour. It included a 24-page full-color picture book. It had hit songs, Magical Mystery Tour, Full on the Hill, Blue Day Way, Your Mother Should Know, I Am the Walrus, Hello Goodbye, Strawberry Fields Forever, Penny Lane, and Baby You're a Rich Man, and the hit song that we all need a little bit, All You Need Is Love. It's not one bad song on that record, but the Beatles were going through a little situation as well when that record was being made. I mean, you got to think about what they were coming out and where they were going into. 1966, the Beatles were doing Revolver, okay? Revolver, they were experimenting. It was getting a little Indian influence on that record. Went right into the legendary 1967 Sgt. Pepper. From that point on, the Beatles ended up morphing into different parts of their lives. They were kind of experimenting, and also they went to India, where they're trying to find themselves and find peace of mind through Beatlemania. Maybe going a little crazy. If you were a Beatle, I'm sure you would go crazy. Me being a YouTube sensation, I am crazy. But they lost their manager. Brian Epstein had passed away in August as well. And he was very young, Mr. Epstein. Passed away at a young age. But the Beatles had no manager. They were putting together this project right here. And I want to talk about it a little about the history with you guys and listen to a couple of tracks as long as YouTube lets us listen to as much as we can listen to. All righty. But I want to talk to you guys before we go deep. Let me go into the chat as well. The chat room over here. Lindsay, good to see you. Steve, good to see you. Everybody's popping in here. Thank you very much. Any Beatle knowledge you have, please put it in the chat. Always great to hear your comments. And that's all that good stuff. All righty. All right, let's get back to the show, everybody. If you are a Beatles fan like me, let me tell you, there's nobody bigger than me as a Beatles fan. But let's rewind a little bit. This album was released November 27th in the US, 1967. And right here, there's a couple of things. I'll show you my vinyl right here. It is a lime green label, and that label is not the original pressing. I'm not going to lie to you. That was late 60s, 70s, early 70s. Let me take the green screen, and then I'll put the magic screen back on for you guys. But really quick over here, because I want you to see my record. I don't want to, lie to you guys. Right here is my Capitol version of this. This was the lime green, and that was from like 69, I believe, to the mid 70s, early 70s. And they would release it on that label. So it's a it's an old record, as you could see. There's some tear in it, wear and tear, but that is what that label looks like for you vinyl craze out there, huh? All righty. See, I'm showing the vinyl. I'm showing the label right there, and you could see the song list over there, people. All righty. Produced by the legendary George Martin. But hold on. Let me get back to the Magic Studio, right? We got to get back there. So hold on. And then they said, let it be magic. Boom. Okay, there we are. We're back into the studio. So back to the record, back to what's going on over here, all the information and the history of this legendary album behind us over here. The sessions, the Beatles first recorded the film's title song, which was Magical Mystery Tour. They did it in London around April, in between May. And then at that point, according to historian Beatle Lewison, the Magical Mystery Tour sessions began earnest on the 5th of September. And then they started filming on the 11th of September. This was totally McCartney's concept of making a movie. It was his way of trying to bring back the Beatles. Think about it. McCartney's always the one with the movies. Get Back, Let It Be. Let It Be was his thing, and now he's doing this. They lost their manager. They're putting some music together over here. They're trying to revamp. I mean, think about it. The manager took care of the business. Now they're lost without the manager who made them. But I want to go share some of the tracks with you while you're here with me. And if you don't mind, let's go check out some of the good songs. Are you ready, everybody? The first song is the wonderful Magical Mystery Tour. Now that song right there, it had a theme. They had a whole theme what they're going to do with this and make it into a movie over here. And I want to share a clip with you if we can get this on. Let me show you a little of that over here. Alrighty? Bear with me, kids. We got over here. If I could pull this up, a little magic, if they're on my side over here, right over here. Let's open this up for you, kids. Alrighty?
When a man buys a ticket for a magical mystery tour, he knows what to expect. We guarantee him the trip of a lifetime, and that's just what he gets. The incredible magical mystery tour.
I love it. How cool is that? Okay. Exciting. It was a fun. Let me share this. Do you mind if I share this with you? Really? And we're going to listen to some more tracks. The book came with a 24-page color book over here. And if you could check this out over here, how cool is this vinyl album? Now, when I was a kid, I would get into this and stare at it. And yes, we are going to listen to some tracks. But right here, this was the day and era when you look for clues. Like there was a rumor that Paul McCartney was dead. And if you look at this, Sergeant Pepper, there's some clues on here. And there's supposed to be some clues from here. The Walrus was Paul later on in the song Glass Onions that John Lennon was saying. But John later claimed that he was the Walrus because it was his song, of course. But if you look at this, there's supposed to be some clues in the stars. And if you hold it backwards, but bottom line is, they were the best band in the world. They wrote the best songs. And just think of the concept of this. How amazing is this right here? Ashley Alexander, he's in the chat. That's right. And if he knows anything, put it in there, Ashley. Check it out over there. And what a wonderful book. And then at the end, the song for Your Mother Should Know. Now, Ashley does have the original clip over there. He probably has the original press in, which you can't top Ashley. But you know what? At this point, I'm going to show you a little of the book. Right in here. Okay, 67. And right there, supposed to be Ringo's aunt in there, okay? And they're all on the bus having a good time. And if you look in the back, that's Mal Evans, who worked for the Beatles. And unfortunately, Mal was murdered in Los Angeles. He was shot by a police officer, but he was the Beatles' guy. He did everything for them. If you look, you got Harrison over there, you got McCartney, you got Ringo, and Lennon is somewhere hiding out over there. I just don't see him. But anyway, there's McCartney. But where is Lennon? He's, I think, in the back somewhere. But what a great album. Okay, let me put this over here, right there, really quick for you guys. And I want to go check out the second song on the record right here. Alrighty, hold on. Let's put this up for you guys. Right there, right there, right there. Here we go. See if that plays. Maybe it doesn't play.
His grin is
keeping perfectly still.
Track number 2, Fool on a Hill, which originally it is written about the Maharishi, for you guys don't know, and that's when the Beatles did go to the Maharishi. They went to get away, and the Maharishi, the Fool on the Hill, was written about him. Okay, now you got the third track on here, which is over here, Flying. It was a George Harrison track over here. Wait a second, I could be wrong on that one. Hold on, Flying. Nope, it wasn't a George Harrison. I'm sorry, it was a Lennon-McCartney, but the next song was Harrison, so that's where I messed up over there. But you know what? I'm allowed to mess up. We're live. Here's a George Harrison tune, Blue Jay Way, which was a place in Los Angeles that the Beatles were hanging out in Los Angeles, and it was a street, and that's what this song's about. It's a place in the Hollywood Hills, actually, where Harrison stayed in August '67, and the lyrics for this. Hold on, let's make sure. And this is pretty much him talking to Derek Taylor, and he was struggled to stay awake after a flight from London to Los Angeles. So this is what this song's a little about, okay? Now let's go to the next song over here. Really, Your Mother Should Know. Great song. This was a Paul McCartney song, almost similar to When I'm 64 from Sgt. Pepper.
She was born a long, long time ago. Your mother should know.
Good song. Okay, all right. Then we have over here, I Am the Walrus, John Lennon's main. This is the song. This was, and Lewis Carroll's poem, The Walrus and the Carpenter. How cool is that song? And when he refers to Edgar Allan Poe, I love it. This got to be one of the best Beatles songs out there. I mean, it truly is. I'm trying to go up and down because I don't want to get the copyright. And Lennon just has a fit right here. Look how he's going crazy right here on the lyrics. Now let's see what Ashley's saying over here. Ashley, what do you got over there? Let's put him up there. Side one of that album was a double EP in the UK. No album release on. Wow, I didn't know that, Ashley. Wow, interesting. Very interesting. Listen to that. And the tone of Ringo's drums. How cool is that? Great. Yellow Man and Custard. They did that twice, Custard. Abbey Road. Mean Mr. Custard.
I am the Eggman.
And think about the production of this song. It's his voice, the way he's singing, just the whole instruments, the whole production. Got the strings, which that is a credit to George Martin. I mean, when you think about it and go back, it's so intelligent. It's brilliant, the songwriting of this. Interesting. Knickers. The Joker laughs at you. Music is so good. I got to share it with you guys. So you know what? Do you mind? I'm going to do this for you guys. Let's check it out. Listen. Greatest words, cuckoo-cuckoo. Again, everybody, are they saying everybody's smoke pot or everybody's got one? I bet you all wanted that one, huh? I mean, that is incredible. It's great. Has everything. Has art, has culture, there's law, there's order, it's class, religion. It's everything. It's everything in that song. I mean, John Lennon, pure genius. And we got to share that all together, huh? Love it. Love it. Okay, everybody. What's Mark saying over there? I always thought it said everybody's smoke pot. Everybody's, you know, Mark, totally right, but it is everybody's got one, supposedly. And that's right, Debbie. She got one. That's right. And Ashley in the comments. I mean, great, amazing, amazing song. What do we got next on here? Let's go check it out. This is a lot of fun to listen to my favorite vinyl with you guys, which I got. Oh, I'm undressed again. It's the Green Label. Okay, hold on. Let's go check out the next song on here. Ready?
I say no. Oh no.
Great song, a beautiful McCartney pen song that he did. And what can you say? Hello, goodbye. And I love the call and answer when you got Lennon over there. You say yes, and I say no. You could tell the songwriting. They definitely complimented themselves. Lennon and McCartney, there's nobody better. They would have Gershwin. I mean, they just incredible. Hold on. Let's go over here. And also the wonderful Strawberry Fields by John Lennon, which is everybody's favorite.
You down, 'cause I'm going.
If anybody says no, they're out of their mind. How great is that song?
Nothing to get
Debbie loves that song.
Living is easy.
And the words.
Eyes closed. See, it's getting hard.
This is so good. It's so good. The funny thing about Ringo, he never plays anything the same. He goes for the moment, and he's always that lefty drummer. So when he's doing those fills and he's hitting, because he plays a righty set, but he plays lefty style, it is an A+. It's an incredible song. Okay, now the next one we got here is Penny Lane,
Showing photographs. Let come and go.
which is a street in Liverpool. I mean, how magical that McCartney made this. He made just a street. He made it magical. He truly did. The next song on there we got is Baby You're a Rich Man. You hear that bass? Actually, you're totally right. No one plays those fills like Ringo. It's something that cannot be imitated. You're totally right on that. One of the best. It's like his accidents are great and they fit perfect for the Beatles, and it can't be repeated.
What do you want to be? How does it feel to be one of the beautiful people?
Beautiful, beautiful song. Okay, next one is the last track on the album, the final one. All You Need Is Love, where the Beatles actually did this live for the BBC. And Mick Jagger, if you watch that live video, you'll see him sitting down on the floor. He took it to a new level in 67. And if I'm wrong, Ashley, that was the Rickenbacker bass he was playing, right? He wasn't playing this Hofner on that.
Nothing you can say.
Correct me on that one.
Nothing you can say, but you can learn how.
I mean, this song, it means so much. And even when Lennon died in 1980, you had all of Central Park going crazy, singing this as an anthem to the loss of John Lennon. All You Need Is Love. I mean, it just was crazy that it was a chant, and it was just poetic and beautiful message. I mean, John Lennon took something so simple, these words, all you need is love, and George Harrison's guitar playing on this. The backup vocals, the strings, it is amazing.
All you need is love.
What a way. Beautiful.
All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. No.
Now on the record, it's George Martin playing piano. You got Mick Jagger, Keith Richards is on the track, Marian Faithfull, Keith Moon is on this track, Eric Clapton is on the track, Pattie Boyd, which was Harrison's wife at the time, McCartney's lady, Jane Asher is on this, Mike McGear, which is, I believe it's Paul's brother, Graham Nash is on here too. It's wild, all the people that are on this record, in the tracks over here. A little tip for you guys. Did you know on Baby You're a Rich Man, you know who's on that track? A little sneaky trick. Eddie Kramer, who produced the Jimi Hendrix album, and Kiss is Rock and Roll Over. He's on that track playing. That's right. A lot of guest musicians on this record, which is wild. And of course, they do a little joke to She Loves You. You'll hear it at the end, which is wonderful. Wonderful track. I know YouTube will be all over me and I'll have to edit this out, but it was great to share with you people all this great music, and love is all we do need. And I want to spread it out back to you guys because you do give it to me and I appreciate the love you do. And it was, yeah, Ashley, you're totally right. The Rickenbacker around that time, it is the same one he used on the Wings, which was a great bass. And what a wonderful track. And I'm glad I got to share all these tracks with you. And it's funny right now because I'm reading my liner notes for the record and the cheat notes here. I never knew that Eddie Kramer played on that track. So that's something that I just learned myself on Baby You're a Rich Man. So I'm glad I got to share and learn something with you guys. And here I think I know everything. And I don't. And as far as the tracks go on this great record, the lead vocals on here, you got Magical Mystery Tour, which is McCartney and Lennon. Fool on the Hill, it is McCartney. Flying is instrumental. You got George Harrison singing Blue Jay Way. You got Your Mother Should Know's McCartney. I Am the Walrus is Lennon. You got Hello Goodbye, McCartney. Strawberry Fields, Lennon. Penny Lane is McCartney. Baby You're a Rich Man, Lennon. And wonderful All You Need Is Love. Of course, it's John Lennon. Great album over here. And I'm glad I got to share this with you guys. On that note, I think it is the time we're going to go. And maybe if you guys do own the record, you guys should listen to it. And just remember, Adika reminded me how good that music is. That's what it's all about here. Everybody, I want to appreciate you being here. Everybody, Steve, Debbie, Ashley, wonderful to see you guys all here, of course. You guys are wonderful. And I want you guys all to be good to each other. Lindsay, and thanks for chatting in the chat room with us. And before we get out of here, everybody, I want to tell you I love you. And I think we're going to be here Saturday night, 8 p.m. Maybe we'll do some more vinyl listening on something like this, huh? I want to fill up that playlist, my vinyl listening it with you. I enjoy it. I'm learning something. You're learning something. Until then, kids, we are out of here. It is the weekend. Enjoy it. Be safe and subscribe. Hit that bell to be reminded when we're coming on. There'll be more interviews. There'll be more games and more listening to some vinyl with Stefan. On that note, I will see you later. Loves you, baby. We do. Bam!
Talking wax, alright. Talking wax. Talking wax.
Be good, everybody. Until then, we will see you all later, okay? Mazel and love. That's right. We're out of here, children. Peace out.